Genji could not, however he tried, put out of his mind the lady Utsusemi who had so coldly refused him. It was the very pride with which she, a married woman, closed her heart that held the young prince's mind all the more fast. The night of their one fleeting union came back to him again and again, like a dream. And so, on the pretext once more of a directional taboo, Genji arranged to visit the house of the Governor of Kii again. He summoned the young page Kojimi and pressed him, again and again, to guide him to his sister. Devoted to Genji, the boy bustled eagerly about, longing to be of help. But Utsusemi, ever mindful of her humble station, went on steadfastly avoiding the prince's affections. Even through her brother Kojimi, she would not let her heart be open in the least. Her single-hearted wish to keep her honor as a wife only closed her heart the faster. One evening, peering through a gap in the blinds, Genji came upon an unexpected sight. Utsusemi was playing a game of go by lamplight with her young stepdaughter, Nokiba no Oji. Genji watched, holding his breath, the figures of the two women glowing in the lamplight. Utsusemi, though plainly dressed, was full of refinement, and modesty showed in her every movement. Nokiba no Oji, on the other hand, was young and bright, an easy, carefree smile spilling from her. Genji looked with interest on the two so contrasting women, finding charm in each. As the night deepened, Genji, his longing beyond restraint, stole softly in, guided by the boy Kojimi. Genji's heart beat hard within him as he drew softly near, but Utsusemi had sensed his presence the very moment he drew near. Utsusemi slipped from a single thin robe and left it there, and like a cicada leaving its empty shell, she vanished away. All that remained behind was the empty husk of her absence, and that one thin robe. Genji, amazed at her swiftness, was brought to feel the firmness of the woman's resolve. Not knowing this, Genji took the sleeping Nokiba no Oji to be Utsusemi herself. He soon realized his mistake, yet could not now turn back. Genji, gently sparing the carefree Nokiba no Oji, passed the night as it was. Genji quietly carried away the thin robe Utsusemi had left behind to keep as a memento. Like a cicada that has left its shell beneath the tree, still I long for the one who slipped away. So he composed, longing for her in the empty husk. That one cast-off robe held, painfully, the image of the one who had slipped away. Utsusemi, for her part, could not in her secret heart wholly forget the image of the prince either. Between her honor as a married woman and a faint, lingering fondness, her heart swayed quietly. Even as she thought her refusal right, a faint ache lingered in the woman's breast. Genji kept the thin robe he had carried away close by him, and took it up again and again. In its faint lingering scent, he tenderly recalled the one so cold, yet so unforgettable. That longing, only grown the stronger for being refused, would not leave the young prince's heart. Meanwhile, Nokiba no Oji, who had unawares been joined with Genji, secretly cherished the memory of him. But Genji's heart rested wholly upon Utsusemi, and did not turn to Nokiba no Oji. And so the fortunes of the two women parted, each upon her separate way. In time Utsusemi was to go down, following her husband the Io deputy, to the distant province of Io. Before she left the capital, Genji secretly sent the woman a poem laden with a feeling of parting. Even in so cold a parting, Genji's heart was full of a fondness that would not fade. Utsusemi, too, as she left the capital, let her hidden feeling show just a little in a poem of reply. Cold though she seemed, Within her breast there lingered, surely, a faint regret. And so the two, each with feeling left unspoken, parted without ever meeting again. To Genji, there remained only that single cast-off robe. It seemed truly like a cicada's empty shell, a token of the frailty of the human heart. Genji kept that frail keepsake treasured away forever after. The flowers that had bloomed white at the summer's beginning had scattered, and the season turned to the lonely melancholy of autumn. The image of Utsusemi, who had left him still coldly refusing, remained deep in Genji's heart. Her honor as a wife and her faint, lingering fondness, that quiet swaying became a tale unforgettable forever.